Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Fake Football Guy Show.
Woo.
My name is Giancarlo Campos, but everybody calls me JC, and alongside me is my co-host, the man with one of the best fantasy teams I've ever seen. Just kidding.
Oh, so
Dustin DL Lingaman. DL, how's it going, man?
It's going great, man. Long time no see.
I know, man.
I missed you last week.
Yeah, we missed last week. You know, stuff happens. But it's okay. We're ready to rock this week. We got a jam-packed show.
Sure do.
Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Running the board today is the one and only Brandon Januska. What's up, Brandon?
I'm doing well. It was a bad week to go up against Jonathan Taylor, though.
Oh, it was.
You're damn right. I lost to the last place team just because of Jonathan Taylor.
Guess who I had?
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
The executive producer of the show is the one and only Andrew Valentine. What's up, Andrew?
Okay. All right, we're good now. Yeah. So I just wanted to say, guys, on behalf of myself and Brandon, Jonathan Taylor, man, it just beasted both of us, correct?
Yeah. It was a rough week.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible week if you played Jonathan Taylor like I did.
Yeah, what did he have? Like over 150 yards, 5 touchdowns, some receptions.
Oh, I hold on. Let me look him up. He's on my team. I'll look him up real quick for you.
Oh, well then.
So, Jonathan Taylor. And you know what? I had Christian McCaffrey, too.
Wow.
Yeah, that seems like a trade that actually worked out for me. Oh, that was you. That's right. Okay. Yahoo is being really slow. But Jonathan Taylor last week went for 56 yards, right? His longest was 12. He had 6 receptions for 60 yards, and he had like 5. He had 5 touchdowns. It was great.
Well then. Good job. Let's get the show on the road. As a reminder, you can follow the show on Twitter at TweetFFG and ask us questions using the hashtag AskUsFFG. As always, DL, if people would like to send us emails, where can they send those emails?
AskUsFFG@gmail.com.
We did get some email questions.
Ooh.
We can't wait to get to those a little bit
Right.
later.
Yes.
But if you guys have any voicemail questions, we haven't gotten any in a few weeks.
I like to know that you guys are watching, you care, and sometimes they're fun when it's like after the game, like they had a little.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, and you're pissed off that the Bears lost and fire Matt Nagy. Fire Matt Nagy.
Where is it, boys? Come on, you're slipping.
But anyway, if you guys have any voicemail questions and you want to complain about Matt Nagy or the Bears or whatever the case may be, you can send those voicemails to us by calling 708-655-4508. Heck yeah, fire Nagy. I'm totally aboard that train, so.
Yeah, they actually were chanting it at a Bulls game. That's how mad the Chicago Bears fan base really is. I mean, they're at a different sporting event trying to get rid of this guy.
Yep.
So I think it's going to happen.
Well, we're at school right now running a show trying to get rid of this guy, so. Yeah.
Virginia, are you watching? Should be. All right.
Anyway, just a reminder to everybody at home, please like, share, and subscribe, and smash that notification button. It helps the algorithm. There's a free show. All you got to do is like us, and we'll keep pounding out shows.
Yeah, not to mention, though, Alter Brewery did like our post that we had on Twitter. So,
Alter Brewing.
yeah. If
How
you're
did they find out that we were talking about their beer?
Because
somebody must
because I let them know.
Tagged them? Yeah, nice.
I sure did tag them.
Nice, that's awesome. Well, Alter Brewing's cool, and that hazy you recommended is fantastic.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, Alter, if you're watching, we'd like to support you if you support us. Local shows, doing local things, helping people out through this football season, beer, fantasy football. You can't go wrong.
Yeah,
It's a win-win.
Beer and fantasy
really
football,
is.
those are
really
a winning combination.
For sure.
DL,
Yes.
how did your past week go?
Oh, I mean, I've been waiting for this question all morning. I was just thinking about what I was going to say. It was fan-freaking-tastic.
Okay, nice.
All right, so just so you're aware, I outscored my opponent by 60 points.
Jeez Louise.
6-0. And mind you, this guy thought he was going to be cute. I traded him Justin Fields.
Oh.
And who did he start? Justin Fields.
And he didn't finish the game.
No, he didn't. So it didn't work out for him. And on top of that, he lost greatly. Like, he had Austin Eckler, who went off too, but it didn't matter. It absolutely did not manner. Cam Newton, by far, definitely helped me out because, once again, Kyler Murray didn't feel like playing. Just thought he'd sit out again.
Yeah,
So.
they're being super tentative with him, super delicate. But yeah.
So a great week.
Yeah.
And the rest of my leagues as well, too. I only lost one game.
Okay.
One game. And that was due to Cordell
Patterson, yep.
Yeah, being injured. So
Okay.
kind of a bummer, but I'm going to take my wins, and I'm right now looking good for playoff hope. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So for me, as you guys know, I'm in 10 leagues. I went 6-4 this week. Not my best week, but not my worst. I'm not too mad at 6-4.
Yeah.
One in the leagues where I needed to win, and that's all that matters. So we'll see what happens. DL, it's time for grade the trade.
Okay. What you got, man?
So I made 2 giant trades this past week.
Ooh, giant.
One of them blew up in my face a little bit. I still won in that league, but listen to this.
Okay.
I traded away 5-touchdown man Jonathan Taylor.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Just before he scored 5 touchdowns, I traded him away. And his backup, Nyheim Hines. So, it's enticing.
All right,
Give you his handcuff. I don't need him.
Sure.
And I traded away Darren Waller, who finally woke up and did something this week.
Yeah.
And I acquired, coming off the bye, well, he was on the bye this week, Darrell Henderson,
All right.
Stephon Diggs, who had a great game,
Okay.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who scored a touchdown and got called for a taunting penalty, but Clyde
But didn't
Edwards-Helaire.
he point at the guy? He just
Yeah, whatever.
pointed.
That's stupid.
Okay.
That's
Weird.
stupid. And Gronk.
Ugh.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I got Henderson, Diggs, Hilaire, and Gronk for Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, and Darren Waller. Great to trade, DL.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not super excited about this trade, to be
fair.
honest. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, Taylor is going off, and he
Yeah.
continues to be consistent throughout the weeks,
Yep.
to be honest. I mean, I think Waller for, Clyde Edwards, that was good.
Yep.
Getting Diggs, I think that's good. It really depends on where you're hurting. So I'm assuming you're hurting pretty bad at wide receiver.
I am terribly.
Okay, well then in that case, sometimes it's better to fill those holes a little bit.
Yep.
But that would be hard to pull that trigger for me. I don't think I'd want to give up the number 1 running back in fantasy football for like Stephon Diggs.
I gotcha. So for
And
me,
Gronk, I don't know.
obviously I'm biased, but I think the way I see it is anytime you get the best player in a deal, you usually win the deal. So I gave away the best player in fantasy because, this is what I did. But I did acquire Henderson and Diggs for Taylor, which I think is not bad.
Yeah, it's not
think it's
bad.
not bad.
It's okay.
For Hines and Waller, I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Gronk.
Yeah, I mean Waller he's a top. Well, I guess I would say that washes out. Waller for Gronk. Okay, I got you there. But I mean, yeah, I'd give it a C.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, did you win with this lineup?
I won with the lineup.
All right.
And here's the real
That's all
thing.
that matters.
I needed players.
Okay.
I only had Jonathan Taylor and Joe Mixon on that entire team.
Ooh.
And Kyler Murray. That's all I have on that team. Everything else is not good.
So you're hurting bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think it
C
filled out my
plus then.
team.
C plus.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
I give
That's all
myself
right.
a B. Just a solid, straight B. It would have been higher, but Taylor scored 5 touchdowns.
Yeah. I'm so happy I have him. You know what? Taylor started off so slowly this year. And I was just like, what did I do? Thank God I have Chubb. And then I traded Chubb for CMC, and I was like, what did I do? But now everything's working out.
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
a fun account on Twitter.
Sunshines.
It's called Hot Takes Exposed.
Oh.
You at them. Just go on their account and look at everybody that was talking bad about Jonathan Taylor. There were some pretty funny ones. People were like, oh, Jonathan Taylor's trash, this and that. And then you could just see their hot takes exposed. But
That's
anyway,
awesome.
DL,
Yes.
there was another huge trade in one of my leagues.
Okay.
I traded away Odell Beckham Jr.
Ooh.
for Miles Sanders.
Oh.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I think just starting off before Miles Sanders got hurt, this was a great trade because Odell Beckham, I think his name is the thing that's carrying him. I don't think it's the talent on the field, to be perfectly honest.
I'm with you.
Before he got injured, the Eagles, everyone was talking about how great the Eagles were with the running game. We're getting excited because Miles Sanders is coming back. All right, cool, awesome, great. And then, what happened? He got injured. So I'd give it an A. I'd give this an A.
Nice,
honestly.
I appreciate that. I gave that high B plus, low A minus. Pretty happy with the deal. What did Odell Beckham Jr. do? He
Nothing.
didn't do anything.
And a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, and Miles Sanders, looked solid. He got 16 touches at running back. It's hard to get a running back that's going to get that kind of work late in the season. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, you know what? I had some great trades too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Right.
So you grade my trades. I got 2 here. Okay, my first trade. Both these trades, by the way, just sitting on the table, are in my deeper league, my 14-team league.
Okay.
So first trade, I traded Chris Godwin, Alexander Mattison, and Darrell Williams for
Cordell Patterson.
Yep. That's my trade, bro.
All right.
God, jump in. Anyways, Corey Davis and Zach Pasquale. What do you think?
I actually like it for you. I think it's hard to get a running back that's really, really good. I think Godwin, when AB was healthy, wasn't getting the kind of touches that he should have gotten. So I think his value goes down once AB comes back, which should be this coming week.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I think Patterson over Godwin. That's kind of where I'm at so far. Then it's Corey Davis, Madison. I think Corey Davis is better, so keep going. And then Darrell Williams and Zach Pascal. So give me Darrell Williams. So I don't know. I think you won this deal. I think you won this deal because Darrell Williams is going to lose value once Hilaire gets the touches he needs. Alexander Madison is strictly just a handcuff, and Chris Godwin. He's solid, but I'd rather have Cordell
It depends.
Patterson.
It just all depends. And also with Gronk coming back, I was thinking too that's going to take away targets from him too. So I was like, roll the dice. Patterson is that Swiss Army knife, so I feel like great value there. So yeah, that was a solid one. Another one I had was actually, this is crazy.
Sure.
So same league, right?
Mm-hmm.
A team wanted the handcuff to Montgomery.
Oh, okay.
So you wanted
Khalil Herbert.
Yes. So he's like wheeling and dealing, and I was like, well, I don't really know what you want. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. So I offered Herbert for injured reserve Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I like that. So a nice little dice roll, nice little gamble. You're giving up a backup who isn't really getting any touches.
Nope.
They did not involve Khalil Herbert in the offense at all.
Mm-mm.
And you're getting a nice lottery ticket in Kareem Hunt. I like that.
And the coach came out and said this week that Hunt is coming off of IR.
Oh,
so
they'll designate him to be activated.
We'll see.
Doesn't mean he'll play.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
He has 21 days to play.
I mean, the way I look at it, Herbert was just going to sit on my bench anyway.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
So trade him for somebody else who's going to sit on my bench that has huge upside.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, Dio. I like it. It
Thanks.
sounds like you made some trades that you needed to fill out your roster.
Yeah.
Speaking of filling out your roster, we're going to help you, and we're going to let you know who to add for Waiver Wire Wednesday after a few short messages.
All right.
Box Nuke, we've got your favorite tea. Box Nuke, buy one today and see.
Do you wear t-shirts that don't fill you with happiness? Does your wardrobe evoke feelings of sadness and despair? Would you like to know where to get your new favorite t-shirt? You need to go to boxnuke.com. We have fun, cool, and comfortable t-shirts, tanks, and more. When you want to make a statement without saying a word, pick up your new favorite t-shirt at boxnuke.com.
Box Nuke.
Man, are you still working out? It's like 1,000 degrees.
Intense heat is nothing. To get an intense workout, you gotta be intense.
Our friend here's getting an intense workout with the intense cool of his Hydrotech Cool Breeze shoes.
Which brings your feet a cooling sensation that is the best on the market today. Can only be explained with one word. Intense! Whether you're working out hard or just taking a stroll, these shoes have got your back. Or I should say, your feet. Aren't these shoes intense?
Maybe a little too intense, but there's no doubt they're cool.
Welcome back. Boy, there were a ton of injuries this past week.
Always.
Just players falling down like flies. It's just bad.
Yeah, it's deep in the season, man. Like some people are just dealing with these nagging injuries, and they're catching up to them a little bit.
It's true. Dr. DL, can you let us know about these injuries?
Yes, I can. All right, folks. The first one really hurts a lot. Honestly, Justin Fields. He messed up his ribs. Honestly, he didn't really look that great in the game.
Yeah.
Which I'm not surprised because fire Nagy. But this kind of sucks because at this point the Bears have really lost all hopes for playoffs or being anything of a contender. I was hoping to see just Fields grow. Unfortunately, last game it seemed like he took a step back than a step forward. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, if you did start Justin Fields, Yeah, that probably hurt because you probably only got like 3.95 points or something. Anyways.
Real quick, though. If the Bears didn't play on Thursday this coming week, he probably would play on Sunday. But because the turnaround is too quick, he will probably not play.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of crazy to see Andy Dalton just come in, make 2 plays, and score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh.
And there were Andy Dalton chants going around in Soldier Field. So
Oh.
How the tides have turned.
Yes, they have. Well, nonetheless, Red Rocket, good luck. We're going to go with Jarvis Landry next with a knee injury, which is, once again, kind of crazy. He was having, like, a pretty fun game. If you watch that, he was faking for like a pass and then ran it into the goal line, which I thought was good. But yeah, he's still dealing with his knee. I think he's been dealing it with quite some time. So once again, nagging injury. We're gonna go over to AJ Brown. He has a chest injury.
Yep.
Eee.
Yeah, it sucks for the Titans. I don't know how they're getting it done, but the Titans have a good record. They're a solid team, and they're getting it done with a bunch of guys hurt. So.
Yeah, maybe who. Oh, never mind. Michael Carter, running back, has an ankle issue, which is not good for the Jets. So hopefully their backup, Ty. Oh, we'll get into that. CeeDee Lamb. This one hurts. CeeDee Lamb has had a hell of a season.
Yep.
But he's dealing with a concussion. So that's definitely somebody that, we want to monitor throughout the week. There may be a chance. I'm going to go with no because, once again, he's playing Thursday night for the Thanksgiving games. So I would pivot. Definitely pivot on him.
So, breaking news. As of maybe 30 minutes ago, a report came out that CeeDee Lamb is doing very well after suffering a concussion.
All right.
And the team is optimistic about him potentially starting Thursday.
So you just let me just go through all that.
I'm just letting you know. I just caught it.
Just to have a malpractice suit against me. All right. Anyways. Jordan Howard, that running back we all know and love, is now dealing with a knee injury, and he's a running back. So that sucks. Yeah. Anyways, Adam Troutman.
Yep.
Oh, I said that right. Okay. He's dealing with a lower leg injury. He suffered in the 4th quarter. Man, that stinks.
Yeah, it sucks because he was actually coming on. He's looking better and better every week. But unfortunately, a report did come out about Adam Troutman missing in the next 3 to 5 weeks.
Hey.
Yeah, with severe ankle sprain.
Yeah, we definitely want to pivot at this point because we're getting close to those playoffs, folks. And with playoffs, this is time where honestly, you start stashing people on your bench, right, for the following weeks coming up. For example, this week I grabbed the Chicago Bears, defense for it was last week, but I got them this week ahead of the waiver wire because they're playing the Lions.
Oh yeah, which should be good for the Bears.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, as long
as they're gonna fire Matt Nagy at halftime instead of having the drumstick. I'm okay with fire Nagy. Just let's do it as the halftime show. I think everyone would be happy.
That's hilarious.
Bears fans, everyone. So let's get this hashtag going and halftime show or something like that. We'll figure out something on Twitter. Anyways, moving forward, we have Jamal Agnew. This sucks, man.
Yep.
He's out for the rest of the year. He had a hip
subluxation.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, he has some hip issues.
Yeah. Friends are nurses, so I asked him. Yep. But anyway, he had a pretty nasty hip injury, and he's going to be out for the year. He's going to need surgery.
And last, but definitely not least, Ezekiel Elliott suffered a knee injury, but should be good to go this week. So if you have Zeke, you may want to get his handcuff, which would be Tony Pollard.
Yep.
So that's all we got.
I never root for players to get injured.
Nope.
And I have Zeke in a few leagues, but I would love to see what Tony Pollard could do with that job. He's just so explosive. He's faster.
I think he has better hands,
agile.
catching-wise.
Yeah, he's a really good running back. I'd love to see what he did, with a few starting games,
I could see him peppering in more just because they came off of that loss. Dallas, holy crap. Like,
what happened to them? Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny. I think people are right. They're going up against good teams now.
True, but they couldn't do anything on offense. They couldn't muster anything on offense against
Cleveland or Chiefs.
They have one of the worst defenses in all of football.
Like, god awful.
Yeah.
Not even like close to being decent.
Makes no sense. But anyway,
all right.
Now it's time for Waiver Wire Wednesday.
Let's ride that way, baby.
As a reminder, we're listing players that are only 50% rostered in Yahoo Fantasy Leagues. We're going to give you the players that you need to add to help you win your matchups.
for sure.
All right, first we're going to get kicked off with running back.
Ooh, okay.
At running back, players that you should add. We think he might be, well, probably is the #1 ad in fantasy.
Honestly, if you're hurting.
Ty Johnson,
Ooh.
21% rostered.
Yes, sir.
He is the running back for the New York Jets. The reason why we're high on him is because Michael Carter suffered an injury.
Yes, he did.
Dr. DL, what happened to Michael Carter?
He left the game with an ankle injury, and I don't think he's going to suit up this week.
Nope. So as a result, we think that Ty Johnson's going to be the guy there. It's going to be interesting to see how they use him, but they have had a lot of confidence in Ty Johnson, and I could definitely see him being a high-end flex this week.
Yeah, for sure. Even when they were trading off, he had some really good breakaway runs.
Yeah.
So he's not some guy that he's a rookie. He knows pretty much what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna head over to our next guy.
We're not happy about this one.
This is a weird one, but Rex Burkhead.
Hey, what percent rostered is Rex?
Nobody rosters
I
this
can't
fool.
believe the guy's found a picture. For
Yeah,
Rex.
and I mean
That's because nobody knows he's even in the league anymore.
Oh man.
yeah, I was
That's
like,
the truth.
What happened to Philip Lindsay? All of a sudden, sexy Rexy's just taking over. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, he's not rostered, so you'll be able to find him on your waivers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if this, I guess
There isn't much to say other than for whatever
Sure.
reason the Texans gave him
Why
the
not?
most touches out of the running backs. that
And
they had.
hey, they beat Tennessee. Who saw that coming? I sure as heck didn't. No way.
Yep.
No. All right, moving on. We're going to go to another Texas local. Mr. David Johnson, 25% rostered. He had 13 rushing attempts, and it seems like the Texans are going with the hot hand. So, if you can't get Rex, this is your next guy up.
Yeah, honestly, this just in case of an emergency, if you just need to start a running back, say that you're out Kareem Hunt and say that you lost Derrick Henry, this is kind of what you got going. So, not the best stats, but hey,
it's rough out there, folks.
it's real rough.
I mean,
Speaking of
yes.
this next ad, I'm not happy about either. Jordan Howard.
Yeah, he was on our injury report
Yeah.
with a knee.
Yeah, so he might not play. But if he does, he could get you at least 7 to 9 points.
Wow, we were really scraping for waiver wires this week, folks.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, but hey,
there isn't a lot. There isn't a lot of
we're
running back.
trying. We're trying to help you navigate. If you're really in a crunch time, yeah, I think the best would really be Ty Johnson out of
Yeah,
all these guys.
no doubt.
That's probably the
It's
most
bad.
excited
I was
we
going
are.
to say, since you guys went to Jordan Howard, you're probably better off just putting Jalen Hurts in at running back if you
So
could.
you're not wrong,
Because he's
man.
probably their
True.
best runner at this point.
on that team,
Yep.
no doubt. We could add Boston Scott to that, though. In case they rule out Jordan Howard, Boston Scott would be a nice name to add. Keep him on your radars. Add him and then cut him, Saturday morning if you find out that he's not going to play Sunday.
And then wait for our next show where we tell you how bad he did.
It's true. All right, we're going to jump over to wide receivers. For the wide receivers, I'm not happy about this name either, but he's actually a really good ad, I think. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Packers wide receiver. He's 9% rostered. With Lazard getting hurt, he has an injured shoulder. Correct, doctor?
Yes, injured shoulder.
Yeah,
thank God.
with Lazard getting hurt, Scantling was a beneficiary this past week, and we see it being the same moving forward. I think he could be low-end wide receiver 2 for the next couple weeks until Lazard comes back.
Who cares?
So, yeah. And also on top of that, Aaron Rodgers looked really good. So
Karen?
Yeah,
Karen did okay.
He's throwing the ball around everywhere. So Marquez Valdez-Scantling, we would tell you he's probably the second best ad this week.
Yeah, I mean, him being on the crappy Packers, but I guess they're not that crappy since they're doing better than the Bears are. But yeah, I agree with you, Adam. I'm just playing around, folks. If you need a wide receiver, this is definitely your guy. Yeah, he's our second best pick. There's also Cedric Wilson for the Cowboys. You're probably scratching your head like, who? He is rostered at 2%. Amari is out on Thursday with COVID, so it doesn't look like he's coming back. CeeDee Lamb, we just got word that he's actually coming back or should be coming back. And keep in mind, you still want to monitor this. I mean, look at Alvin Kamara last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Practice on Wednesday. Everyone's like, yeah, he's coming back. And then, bam, Something happened on Thursday, and then he was out. So definitely monitor that just in case. But Cedric Wilson, I think, is a good ad, especially even if CD plays, they're going to need somebody else to throw it to.
Correct.
Michael Gallup, too, would be somebody, if he hasn't been taken, you may want to take a look at. But, yeah, those be your wide receivers.
Yep. We're going to jump over to tight end. We were going to recommend Adam Troutman, but that report did come out that he's hurt and won't be playing for the next, 3 to 5 weeks. So no Adam Troutman. There's honestly, at tight end, there aren't a lot of names that I'm super happy with.
Komet?
He was looking good, but he didn't really do much this past week.
That's true.
Jimmy Graham was more effective. And I'm not going to tell anybody at home.
No, don't add Jimmy Graham.
So there really isn't a lot at tight end. Even Dan Arnold, who we've been, stomping, the table for, he didn't play that well either this week.
No.
He had 0 points.
What's going on? You guys are making us look bad, right?
Yeah, I probably would say at tight end, Tyler Conklin is a nice name. He's kind of just been floating around.
Yeah.
Nice little tight end ad.
Yeah.
The usual suspects, CJ Uzomah, guys like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm even looking real quick now. Logan Thomas?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming back off IR, and he's supposed to be coming back. He might not play this coming week, but if he does,
maybe
be a nice
stash
little
him.
name.
Maybe stash him from next week, especially if you're kind of on that cusp. Or maybe you already have it locked for playoffs. This might be a good backup just in case of, and you can bench him and roll that dice and see what happens.
Speaking of good backups, if you need a really good backup QB or maybe even a starter, say you're a Kyler Murray guy like I am, who hasn't had Kyler Murray, or maybe you're a Russell Wilson guy and you have Russell Wilson and he's playing like trash.
Yeah, it's weird.
This next QB could be a QB1 moving forward. He looked really good this past week.
Yes, he did.
Cam Newton. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's 31% rostered.
Yep.
It looks like the starting job is completely his, and it looks like he's the QB1 that we thought he was.
You know what? When this broke on Sleeper about him meeting with the team, I'm sure I already said this in the last episode, I went out and snagged him because I thought there's no way in hell they're going to just be like, nah, we're good, Cam. And you know what? He came back that one game, got those 2 touchdowns just real quick. And then this last game, man, he was looking good. He was looking really great. And I am a Kyler Murray owner, or he's rostered on my team. I don't own him. So, yeah, I was really excited to have him throw in there. And I'm going to start him again this week. I think since he is so fresh, he's not really dinged up like most of the quarterbacks are. I think he's going to do very, very, very well.
Yeah, I fully expect that he gets you at least 18 points every single week.
Yeah.
This past week he had over 20. I think he had 25. So the fact that he can run is huge. Obviously, you guys know that. But Cam Newton, QB1 moving forward. He's going to finish
for sure.
top 10,
yeah.
I'd say. With that said, another guy we've always been telling you to add, Taylor Heineke.
I don't think people are watching our show that much because he's still out there. It's
31%
crazy, guys.
roster.
How have you not picked up Taylor Heineke at this point, honestly?
Especially if you're hurting.
Yeah, and you've been watching the show, by the way. We've been telling you for weeks now, pick up Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's been on this list since week 7, week 6 since we've started the show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
People aren't watching. They're not able to see what we're telling them. Kind of like Andrew can't see past his hat right now.
Yeah, the brim, bro.
Yeah. There it is.
All right, I'm just going to go back real quick for Cam just because I thought his numbers were great. So he had 27 attempts. He completed 21 out of that. That's huge.
Yeah.
189 yards.
Not a whole lot.
But 2 TDs.
Any rushing?
Let me look. Bueller. Okay. Yeah, he did rush a little bit. It looked great.
We have the stats just in case you boys want to look up.
Oh, there they are.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Just in case.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Two. Yeah, that's right. 2 rushing TDs.
And that's what the difference is between him and most other quarterbacks. They literally just feed him the ball.
He's got the legs, brother.
Yeah, man.
He's got those legs. So, yeah, I think this. If he is, I would be shocked if he is out. He must be out there because we're talking about him.
Yeah, he's out there.
So if he's out there, snag him.
Yeah,
Just
this
snag
is probably
him.
the last time we get a chance to talk about him because that 31% roster is going to change drastically.
Oh, hell yeah.
After waiver wire
Especially
Wednesday
watching
tomorrow.
our show.
Yep.
I mean, duh.
Yep, and quick reminder, guys. So there are 2 teams on bye this week. The Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs are both on bye. So, if you're missing Kyler Murray or you don't get Patrick Mahomes.
This is your guy.
Yeah, that's your guy. Well, we got a few more things to talk about on the show. And we'll talk about those after these brief messages.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
Welcome back, DL. We got some questions this week.
Oh, we did. Great. I love questions.
DL, let's go ahead and get kicked off with the first question. It comes from Big Head Mark. Big Head Mark says, is Cam Newton a QB1 for the rest of the season? Yeah, we've been touting it.
Yeah.
We've been saying it.
I mean, I'm telling you, the fact that he looks this good and literally just started playing, I'm starting him. I'm starting him in most of my leagues, pretty much.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that he wasn't on a team, honestly. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, and not only that, he just pops right back in, like nothing happens, and he's just right where he started off. And, I mean, if he can get those touchdowns, plus, let's not forget his running back is Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, I would even go as far as maybe monitor Robbie Anderson. Maybe.
Yeah.
Watch him.
I
I
like
wouldn't maybe add him right off the bat. However, I think he gets a little bit more upside with Cam at the helm. And, yeah, I definitely think I would say low-end QB1 at this point. I wouldn't go as far as, like, yes, he's, like, the top 5.
No. He's the low end, yeah. He's going to be anywhere between, I would say, 7 to 10.
Yeah.
Somewhere there in
Fair.
that range.
Fair.
But, yeah, I'm super, super high on Cam Newton. All right, our next question comes from Pinocchio Bill. Pinocchio Bill asks, I'm a lock for the playoffs. What should I be doing to prepare for the fantasy postseason?
Well, I kind of alluded to this a little bit earlier. What you should be looking at are matchups. Even though you're a lock, it doesn't necessarily mean that your starters or hot hands are going to have a great week 14 or 15. They may be going up, depending on who you have, against some really great defenses. And nothing sucks more than making it into the playoffs and then getting bounced the first round. So my advice would be, obviously, start looking ahead. Start looking at the weeks that your guys are going up against. Start looking at like some guys that are kind of on that cusp, like the Jets. You may want to take a look at them because their schedule is going to get a lot easier. So definitely maybe somebody you can throw in your flex to push you over, and good luck to you.
Yeah, super underrated thing that you can do is streaming. I know I do it a lot in baseball, but in football you can stream as well. Start looking at defenses that play in the playoffs.
Yep.
Okay. Look at like your roster, look at who's available on defense, and then look at their schedules and look at who's available for weeks 14, 15, 16. Add defenses that play against poor teams. Add anyone playing against the Lions those weeks. Add anyone playing against our Bears those weeks.
Yeah.
Add anyone playing against teams that just aren't good offensively. I'll give you an example. In one of my leagues, I have 2 defenses, and I constantly just alternate back and forth between the 2 defenses. I started the Patriots defense, and they gave me 28 points this past week.
Holy cow, that was crazy.
Yeah. So something that small could be the differentiating factor between winning and losing.
Honestly, it does, because I was going up against somebody who had the Tennessee defense going, which makes sense at the time before the game started. I don't know why the Texans actually beat them. But I actually won this week because they got 0 points. So that was something that kind of put me over of having an elite defense.
Yep. So there are guys also who are on the IR currently. Scour the IR, see who's out there that might be interesting. I'll give you a name. In a really deep league, Paris Campbell is the guy who's on the IR. You could just add him, throw him in your IR slot. Maybe he doesn't do anything. Who knows? But if he does, you got him sitting on your IR slot. It didn't cost you anything. Scour the IR. Look for stuff like that. I would also tell you the trade deadline is upon us. It's coming.
Yeah. If you're going to do it now.
You're going to look at your team and look at what their schedule looks like in the playoffs. If they're playing, really good defenses, let's say, I don't know, Miles Sanders, who I just traded for. Let's say he plays the Patriots week 14, and then let's say week 15 he plays Denver. I'm not going to be too happy about that. I'm not going to start him with that much confidence. But coming off a week where he just got 16 touches, I might be interested in trading him away. I might be saying, hey, look, Dustin, he's got 16 touches. Why don't you, hook me up with a wide receiver? And then you could say, yeah, I'll give you Marquise Brown or something.
I guess my question would be this. Like, let's say you have a Jonathan Taylor,
yeah,
right? And honestly, like, his bye week, I want to say, is week 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we're talking playoffs, is this somebody that you would offer up and trade now to get somebody who can help you in week 13, 14, or 15?
Only way I'm trading Jonathan Taylor off a 5-touchdown performance is if I get the moon and the stars.
Okay.
So I need 3 of your starters. Minimum.
Ooh, okay.
Minimum.
Okay.
So that's the only way I'm trading Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, because for me, in that team that I actually do have Jonathan Taylor, I have him and CMC. Their bye weeks is 14 and 13. So that's not the best timing. That's going to be a little bit rough. So I'm not really thinking about trading yet. However, if someone gives me a great offer, I might work something out.
Yeah. So I've been sneaky before where I've traded a guy to a team knowing that I was going to play that team and that guy was going to be on a bye that week.
Smart.
So that's
smart.
definitely a strategy too. I know people need wins. Do whatever you can to try to get these wins.
Yeah, especially this year. This year, I really feel has been like just weird and strange. Like teams that are supposed to like win, i.e., the Titans, get beat by Houston, right? And just like people that you think are going to really perform, like a Patrick Mahomes, doesn't. So I mean, anything can happen. Even if you're on the cusp or right outside of your playoffs, all you need to do is win a couple games, and you might be right in the thick of it.
True. Very true. All right, DL.
Oh, we get to my favorite portion of our show, or one of my favorite portions. And this is titled, What Grinds My Gears?
He's got a lot of gears, by the way, guys.
A lot. They're always turning and burning. But this one, it slows it down. Excuse me. That's how worked up I am, guys. So here it is, people. Something that grinds my gears is when people take forever to accept or reject a trade. Right? So let me set the table. I had a few of my trades that I offered back last week on Wednesday. And I had to sit there and wait until Sunday morning to the point where I actually had to text that manager and say, hey, man, are you going to accept this or what? So for me, I just feel like that really annoys me just because, like, if you're not going to accept it, great, let me, like, move it on because I'm looking at my roster and I'm thinking,
you all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying, guys.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, though.
Yeah.
He's so upset that he can't contain it.
Yeah.
So it's making him sick almost to have to talk
up
about this.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
It's just, well, for example, Khalil Herbert, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I knew the person I was playing against was one of my uncle-in-laws wanted him, but I was like seeing these waivers. I'm like, oh, I could totally just drop him and get this guy. But it worked out for the best. I'm glad I waited. Thank you.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
I'm with you completely. I like that. What's grinding your gears on this one for this week? So I'll give you the example for me. Jonathan Taylor, when I offered that trade on like Monday night, like after the game. And I didn't know that it was accepted until Saturday morning.
Oh, man.
That's how long. It's on me, really. And we always tweet it out, go out there and cancel your deals in case somebody gets hurt in practice or whatever the case may be. I didn't realize until Saturday midday. I was, at a little event with some of my friends. We had like a diaper party. And I was there, and then out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, a what?
A diaper party. One of my friends is having a baby, so we all got him diapers. It was just an excuse for us to.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's fair.
Yeah. So long story short, I didn't know I was having a beer, and then out of nowhere, trade accepted. I was like, what the hell? And then I forgot that I had sent it out. So, yeah.
So, and I say this, it bothers me because maybe I'm just like a fanatic and I'm constantly looking. I am constantly looking at my lineup. And, we got to keep in mind there are some other people in the leagues that are passively just kind of doing it for, shits and giggles for Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So don't get like too antsy about it. But however, I mean, nowadays on your phone, you have I get 6 alerts when someone offers me a trade.
Yeah.
I get an email one, I get one off the app,
Yep.
I get one off of
Carrier pigeon.
yeah, everything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just I get it if you need 48 hours to sleep on it, because some of these trades, for example, Chris Godwin for Cordell Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm just going to do it. Let's see what
Mm-hmm.
happens. So that would be my segment of Grind My Gears. Make sure that you check your fantasy, especially, check on your team Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't need waivers, fine, but check it, because you never know what kind of offer is there. And honestly, it could evaporate if you wait too long.
Yeah, I agree with you. And now it's time for Studs and Duds.
Okay.
That's a good song. I like that song.
Ooh.
Top 100.
What's going on? I like
Billboard
this
Top 100.
graphic.
Ooh, nice.
Dude,
I don't
that
know
looks
who those
like,
guys
is that
are,
you from
but
high school? With the glasses?
It's definitely not.
I'll be honest, I don't know where that's from. I just found it. I thought it looked good, so
It does.
thought it was a good representation.
Does look good,
I
looks
think it
like.
works.
Yeah,
So-
I like it.
It looks
I
like
You know
think
how
it's
hard
great.
it is to try and find a photo with a both nerdy looking guy and a hot looking dude next to each other? It's
Wow.
impossible.
Lucky
Well,
for
I
you,
mean-
Colin, that's me.
I mean,
Nerdy Hawkeye.
stud.
Dude, your Studs and Duds usually suck.
No, my studs and duds are on top.
All right, well, let's hear your Week 12
Lions
stud.
defense. Okay, so my stud for this week is going to be Mr. Dak Prescott. Why, you're asking? Because the Raiders aren't kind of in the middle of the road, right? And they did an interview with Dak, and he didn't even give the basic well, we just got to try hard and move on to next week and really focus. He was like, I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed off that we lost. So I think he's mad, and he's going to show you what's going down. He is going to be a stud against those Raiders. Telling
Minute
you.
49
And
of
it's
the
16.
show when the first curse word came out. Minute 49. If you had the over, congratulations.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, I think he's going to do great. It's Thanksgiving too. I mean, it's a Thanksgiving miracle.
All right, well, fine. That's what you got?
Yeah, I mean, that's my stud. My dud would be Karen Rodgers herself. Aaron Rodgers. He's going up against the Rams, and I think the Rams, their defense is gonna show up. They're coming off a bye, which is great. Their last showing, they didn't look great at all. So I think they're going to come off with something to prove as well. And I think Karen is dealing with a little toe injury. So I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. And nonetheless, too, he was running off the field against Minnesota. They lost to Minnesota. So, I mean, it's,
It's crazy. All right, well, for me, my stud of the week, I got James Robinson as my stud of the week. And the reason why?
Oh, the injured James Robinson.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
The reason why is because he plays against Atlanta. All James Robinson needs is one leg to beat Atlanta.
Oh.
And he'll do it decisively.
Decisively?
You like that word?
Spell it.
Biggest word.
Spell it.
DECISEVELY.
Can I get a check, boys?
Anyway, my dud of the week is Mike Williams.
Wasn't he your dud 2
And
weeks
he
ago?
was.
And the week before? I mean,
And I'm picking him again. I think he's hurt, man. I think he's hurt. People are starting him with tons of confidence. And he's playing against a tough Denver Broncos team.
True.
Who just
True.
loaded at cornerback. Really good defense.
Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike Williams is my dud of the week.
I can see that, honestly. I think I've said this last time you picked him, last week or 2 weeks ago or every week. I'm cool with it because Keenan Allen is on my team, and he's getting targeted. So, Mike Williams, I hope the best for you, man. Maybe you should just sit out, bro. I mean, take a week off.
JC, can you spell concisively again for us?
It was decisively.
Oh, decisively.
Yep.
Check.
Okay.
Hold on. No,
right.
go use your computer.
I didn't. I spelled it myself. It's because I need to spell it out. So it's DECI.
Uh-huh.
SIV
Uh-huh.
He looked
Yeah.
it up on his computer.
ELY.
So he did. We don't know if he spelled it right or not. Did you spell it right?
Yeah.
Yes, I spelled
fair.
it right.
That's how it's spelled, but I mean,
We'll look back and check the footage.
yeah, we'll have to go
Here's
back
the
and
footage.
Run the
and
tape
check
back.
replay.
Here's the footage. It's the bottom
Run
of
the
our,
tape back.
The bottom
Yeah,
of our,
no.
our thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's it for today's episode. It's enough of giving me crap about spelling. Best speller on this entire staff. Anyway,
Well,
we're excited for our fantasy. Dude, you can't even say names.
hey, I didn't say
Cordell
no.
Patterson.
Cordell or
See?
Patterson.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're excited for Friday's fantasy football show. Remember to shoot your start to the questions over to us by tweeting us at tweetffg and using the hashtag.
Ask us FFG.
Yeah, use that hashtag.
Sorry, I got
get it
like
trending.
sidetracked because you spelled scallywags wrong.
Definitely did not spell scallywags wrong.
You did.
You're the worst. You're the worst. Anyway, send over your voicemail questions by calling at 708-655-4508.
That's right.
And
No.
shoot over those emails.
Yes.
Where?
At askusffg@gmail.com. Askusffg@gmail.com.
That's it for today's episode, you scallywags. Thanks to Andrew. Thanks to Brandon. Thanks to DL, who, had a decent show, DL. You had a decent show.
I had a great
ask
show.
us too. We want to hear from you guys. What other words do you want JC to spell?
Yeah, what other words?
on the
Give me
show?
another word before we sign off.
Automatopoeia, DJ Uyangalele's last name. Let's get some words.
Throw it in the
going.
comments. Throw it in the comments
let
before.
Let us know.
Let us know.
What you want
Call
me to
us.
spell.
Actually, call us and ask us what words you want them because JC's going to cheat and look it up
I'm
on
not
his
gonna
computer.
cheat. I'll spell it live on air. As long as you can
After-
read some names live
after
on
Take
air.
away his computer. We'll take it away and we'll do like a spelling bee thing. He has to stand up to the mic.
That's fine.
Oh, I like that.
Easy.
I actually like that.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy. Anyway, catch us on Friday for our next show. It's been a great show. We'll catch you next day.